I love how they chalk their wheels. Instead of wheel chalk, they put chains. How interesting is that, that for a rail car, to chalk it up, you just throw some chains over it. Okay, welcome to this week's episode of Luv Subbin. And where are we today?
We are at Promotory Point in Utah, just outside of Corinne.
Yep, Corinne, Utah. And this is exactly why we don't make reservations places.
It just sort of worked out that we ended up here.
Yeah, so when we went to the Golden Spike Tower in North Platte, Nebraska for the harvest host there, I thought it's where they drove the Golden Spike. And so I got all excited and I'm like, this is gonna be so cool.
And it wasn't.
And it wasn't.
But it was a cool observatory.
Yeah, I mean, it was an excellent harvest host, but I wanted to see where the Golden Spike was. So
we went looking for it.
We have to be in Utah for something else later on in the week. And we figured, let's go ahead and go to Promotory Point and see where the actual Golden Spike was driven.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go ahead and see what this adventure can bring as far as checking out where the East and the Atlantic met the West of the Pacific on May 10th, 1869.
Should be fun.
So the parking lot's a little tight, but you can see the RVs are coming in. So you can probably have a space to pull in somewhere, right, See?
Yeah, I think that's pretty big space here. There's some areas over here you could probably pull into. This is basically in the middle of nowhere, though,
yeah,
right?
It is. It is.
But it should be fun. We're looking forward to it.
And as you can see, there is definitely ample room for parking your RV. There's a Bambi right there, or RV in front of them. So yeah, you can definitely bring your RV here. What do you think, See?
Pretty cool. Like it. I want to know how he's going to get back over here, though.
So I'm actually going to be Reverend Todd in the reenactment. So that's why I'm dressed like this.
Are you hot?
What's that?
Are you hot?
Yeah. It's like 90 degrees.
You're wearing all black.
Yeah.
Because you have to be very reverent.
Yep.
It was a little cooler at 11 o'clock, I'm just saying. To join us together with our creator, we have asked the Reverend Dr. John Todd of Pittsfield, Massachusetts, to come up. Reverend Todd.
O God of our fathers, we ask thy blessing upon this assembly and upon thy people everywhere. May peace flow unto them as a gentle stream, and may this mighty enterprise from the Atlantic reflect your strength, and this magnificent line to the Pacific reflect your love. Through Jesus our Redeemer, amen.
May God continue to unite our country as this railroad unites the two great oceans of the world. Thank you. To the iron of the East and the gold of the West, Nevada has her spike of silver to span the continents and wed the ocean.
Bid with iron, clad in silver, and crowned with gold. Arizona presents her offering to the enterprise that banded the continent and dictated the pathway to commerce.
And they have a nice place for lunch here, right, See?
Yep, and we got some calzones left over from last night and some of the blackberry tart that we made last night as well.
And pretty cool view.
Pretty awesome view. So this is the replica of the final tie that they used in the demonstration today, and they just drew the spikes into it, and it turned out to be a fun demonstration.
Yeah, and unfortunately they said, well, you know, the spike, the tie was removed. 3 of the 4 spikes are known in certain locations, 2 of which are at Stanford University.
And one has disappeared.
And unfortunately, both of these beautiful locomotives are just restored replicas. The originals were scrapped in 1900 and 1906 respectively. And it's just amazing when, you know, pieces of history like that, people just scrap, we don't need that train.
Well, what was funny is they didn't know what colors there were because there were only black and white photos of them. And so the only way they could figure out what colors blue this one was a description in a newspaper that actually described the engine.
So we have to have our fun vexillological fact. And the flag that was flying over the ceremony and the flag that's flying today has only 20 stars on it. So how many states, they asked, were there present? Well, it was more than 20. There were 27 states actually when this ceremony took place, but somebody forgot to bring a flag. They had no flags, and so somebody from the 21st Infantry, I guess, had to rummage through their stuff. They found a super old flag with only 20 stars, and that's what they flew that day. So that's what they continue to fly today. Okay, so this is a famous picture that you've seen in all of your history books that shows the actual ceremony of the 2 trains coming together, kind of what we reenacted. And I was this guy right here.
It's pretty cool.
Reverend Todd. And like they said, how cool is it that he was from Pittsfield, Massachusetts, 10 miles south of us?
Yeah,
that is crazy. That is awesome. So yeah, that was me.
Formal ceremony.
And a guy sitting in front of the steam engine.
So the mountains around our campsite and our campground are really, really beautiful. But there's something in this area that's even more beautiful. Yes! It's the Hill Air Force Base Museum, Aerospace Museum.
Yep.
Jackpot, I didn't even know this was here.
We just passed it on the way to Crown Burgers and
what luck!
It's free, and so we decided to stop.
Yeah, if it's free, you know, if this, that's the thing. We'll just take a quick look around, you know, kind of throwing this one at Cindy without her knowledge. So
I call this a Pearl Harbor.
Yeah, this was a Pearl Harbor attack, as they say. But yeah, let's go ahead and check out what's happening here at Hill Air Force Base Aerospace Museum. This is just incredible. One view, you get an early aircraft, and then over here the aircraft that really won World War II with a B-29, B-17, a Stearman that was used to train pilots. It's an amazing collection here.
This is Cindy's fighter, but I think it's actually a drone.
Yeah, oh well.
Oh well.
So this is a super cool feature that they have here, in that they have this display here, and you can type in a name, a unit, anything from this Revolutionary War all the way forward, and you can pop something up. So I said, what the heck, I'll type in my grandfather, who served in World War II in the 36th Infantry Division. And there's his ID card. Look, Edmore Arthur St. Hilaire, Lowell, Massachusetts, 21 Mount Hope Street. That's him. Federal Reserve Bank was his employer. I didn't know that.
That's a signature.
There it is. Like I said, I went totally overboard on my wheel chocks. Although with this video, you can see why I did some decent wheel chocks. But look, they get the same ones I do. My wheel chocks are good enough for an F-104. By the way, this aircraft here, I do believe the injection seat went down. You didn't blow the canopy and go up, but you actually shot you down. Which, yeah, it was really rough when you had to eject on takeoff.
You had to eject on takeoff.
All right, in this segment of Luv Subbin here, we are fixing things in beautiful places again. And the saga of the rear fantastic fan continues. So,
this time your other fix did not break.
Yeah, I think my fix was so incredibly strong that it broke something else with some wind. And before you say it, I don't like the fan covers, so that's not an option.
And this was just a microburst that happened out of nowhere.
Right. So yeah, we're gonna go up first of all and see what the deal is. It looks like part of the arm is messed up, so fixing things in beautiful places.
And we're trying to do it before it gets too hot here.
Yes, it is supposed to be 96 today.
So we're doing this early in the morning.
Yep.
So we're making sure the ladder hits right on the rain guard there, and not on the awning. And we're putting a towel underneath to sort of
Just protect it.
Cushion it a little bit. Sun is very bright here. This portable ladder has come in handy. Any assessments?
Yeah, it's the arm that came apart.
Got to figure out a fix, right?
Yeah, I have one of these. I just don't know how I'm going to fix it. All right, so I think I have the...
This is your big spare parts bin or something?
Yes.
That's what happened when we broke the other one, when you scavenged it, right?
Yep.
So that you had a spare part.
Okay, so there's the spare part.
Let's see what broke.
Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and go inside, I think, is how you're going to replace this.
Okay. Which is probably easier than getting up on top of the roof, right?
Yep.
Might
Pretty proud that I have this as a spare part.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Not bad.
But guess who's going to be doing the replacement properly, right? Because of my small hands.
Yeah, we'll see.
So we're changing course. We're going to try to replace the whole thing as opposed to just the arm. It looks like 2 screws.
Yeah, it was just too hard to get in there.
All right, we're going to attempt this again with the offset screwdriver.
Which is a mandatory piece
of
tooling.
kit. Yes, for your toolbox. It's an awkward second screw. All right, we got it in. It wasn't the offset screwdriver. It was 2 pieces of double-sided sticky tape.
Yep, that was Cindy's idea.
One on the bottom, one on the top, just sort of get it in the hole so he could get to it with the screwdriver. So we're in. I think we're going to have to use some electrical tape to fix the motor cover. And is there anything left on the roof to do?
Well, I got to put the arm back on the fan shade.
So we're almost done then, right?
Almost.
Okay. So we got the motor in. And one more trip up on the roof to get the arm set, and we should have a functioning fantastic fan again. And I believe we have a fix. Hooray! Alright, well that's done.
Yep.
Just have to put the screen on. Good job. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Yep. Key was Cindy figuring out how to get that screw done.
Well, I didn't want to take the whole thing apart because I remember the last time we had to do that. And that wasn't fun. So this was probably about an hour and 15-minute fix from beginning to end, but we had the spare part, which was key. So we are staying here at Willard Bay State Park, just north of Ogden, Utah, and we are staying at the South Marina Campground. And you know, it's not beautiful. It's a parking lot. It is basically a parking lot. Look at the lines. Right. I mean, but it made for the easiest back in ever. Yeah. Let me tell you something. When you're backing in with lines, it's the easiest ever. It has flashbacks of Big Bend, right? Right. That campground, which you know, it was nice, but it served its purpose because it got us to where we wanted to go, which was 2 things: A, the Golden Spike National Historic Site, and also it had full hookups. So we were able to do laundry and catch up on a bunch of maintenance items that you saw. It's 30, 50 amp full hookups. The water, the total dissolved solids was 202, so that's good. But the water pressure actually spiked our water pressure meter all the way over. And we'll go ahead and take a look. We'll go ahead and take a look at that right here. So I'm going to demonstrate what 100 plus PSI water pressure looks like. So let's go over here. All right, ready, see? Don't get splashed. All right, well. Sweet cheese and crackers. It's like a fire hydrant. Yeah, it's like a fire hydrant. It's literally like a fire hydrant. The other thing I'll say about this campground, the only thing that's kind of like, is if you look, these little prickly things are all over the place. So if ever you step off the pavement, you're going to get these things all over your shoes. Yep, they just attach to everything. So overall, you know, for what it was, what we needed a campsite close to the Golden Spike. We needed full hookups for laundry. The Starlink was good. We uploaded our
clean tank video, which if you haven't checked that out, it is an awesome service. You can check out that video up here.
Yeah, we cannot recommend that enough.
We cannot recommend them enough. And so yeah, we uploaded that, so everything was kind of good. Yeah, you certainly can't argue the beauty of the mountains just on the other side of the sub there. Just absolutely gorgeous. The colors, the reds, the greens, right against the shores of the Great Salt Lake. Well, there you have it. Some trains, planes, and fixing things in beautiful places.
Stay tuned to next week as we head south to a unique factory tour experience.
So if you like this video,
Give us a big thumbs up.
and if you think we've earned a subscription, click to subscribe.
And comment below if you've been to Promotory Point and what you thought of it.
Because we come out with RV and Airstream related videos just like this one every Tuesday.
Thanks for watching.